The Normal Nerds Podcast, where two very noble dudes talk about very nerdy stuff and whatever else if you like talking about. I'm your host, Maxwell Ceresia.
And I'm your host who thinks that the requirements for an unruly mob have been set pretty low, Dave Bates.
This episode is our weekly anime review, so sit back, relax, and welcome to the Normal Nerds Podcast. All right, Davis.
Yo!
Weekly anime review time. We have separated the weekly anime and weekly manga review starting this week. Because Kagurabachi, first of all, rocks.
Oh, so good.
Yeah, you're
dude.
fully caught up. I'm not. I'm on like chapter 60.
Okay, so you're like,
But there's a lot of stuff we are going to talk about for sure. And the One Piece manga is this week was pretty good.
Yeah, I enjoyed it.
And we'll probably pick up another one eventually.
Yeah, probably. Yeah. If we're splitting them up, which
pick up like a pretty new series that's very short, you know.
Sure, yeah, I'd be down.
Something we can catch up on pretty quick.
Yeah.
But that episode will be coming out later in the week, so we're going to be separating those ones. We're just getting nerdier and nerdier and out here. Mm-hmm. Anime reviews and manga reviews coming your way.
Yeah, buddy. Good stuff.
But we got 5 anime now because Daimya is done. And we're about to be in the arc of new stuff coming out soon.
What's the spring season coming up?
Yeah, I think like end March, early April and stuff. I know early April is Fire Force, so I got to finish season 2.
I'm getting close to being done with it.
Season 2 is not that great.
It's a bit of a slog. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, it's okay.
Season 3 looks amazing right now. But
season 1 was incredible.
Season 2, I feel, has so much story set up that I really don't care about.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff coming out for spring. So I think Shangri-La Frontier. Soul Leveling is definitely not going to get in the way of that.
No.
I think Zenshu might be 13 also.
Okay. They're sort of setting it up. It feels like it's going to be.
We'll get to Zenshu.
Yeah, I know.
Which is slowly like becoming like, I'm like, this is like my favorite show to talk about.
I know!
But let's hop right into it. Okay, Soul Leveling season
2, episode
22 out of the whole series.
Yes.
Some shows do their episode count on Crunchyroll by how many episodes are in the series, like Shangri-La Frontier and Soul Leveling. Other do them by like how many are in the season. But this is episode 22 of the series.
I don't know which way I like better because I like, One Piece does it, and I like being able to see what episode One Piece has put out. Like,
yeah, but One Piece is consistent.
Yeah, that's true. I guess that's
fair.
It's
been going on forever, as in like consistently like week to week. So Soul Leveling took a break. Watching this episode, I realized Soul Leveling has my least favorite scene in our current anime run, maybe in like the last like year. And it's the scene of the feet walking in the beginning of the end credits. Because every time that hits, I'm like, no!
Dude, you said it earlier. They are the kings of the cliffhanger.
Oh my god, right?
It's nuts. Like, every freaking episode's 1-2 now. It's like, what are you guys doing?
This one hurt, though.
This one was bad.
Right?
This one might be the worst one they've done in the show so far.
Right? Everyone talks about how fast the show is. Like how fast it goes when you're watching it. This episode felt like 2 minutes.
Gone.
Because like, starts out awesome.
Yep.
With like a S-rank fight.
Yeah, which I'm not gonna lie, they kind of made all the S ranks not. I know they were holding back. Maybe they didn't look that cool.
Well, what do you mean?
What's his waifu and her like little spinning gold?
She was probably one of the strongest.
She was probably one of the strongest, but her gold spinning power. I don't know. I expected them to do. Maybe it wasn't animated as much in the manhwa, so maybe the animators did it right, took a break. I expected them to kind of go crazy with it, when Jinwoo's was nuts, of course, but I kind of like the S ranks that were fighting. I'm just like, you guys really aren't doing much. Like, I don't know, White Tiger there went White Tiger mode.
He didn't go full White Tiger though.
He didn't go full.
He did
White
say
Tiger.
that he did say no, didn't he? I think he said even if he went full mode, he'd still feel like he was at disadvantage.
Yeah, pretty much Japan kicked their ass.
Yeah,
the Japanese S ranks on average are just better than the
Not
Korean
too bad.
ones.
They're all going to be dead.
So. And I would like to point out that I think I called this a couple episodes ago. Yeah. They're all dead meat. They are all here for this ant thing to rip their heads off. Case in point, already starting.
Also, I don't know if it's like what year or what universe this is supposed to take place in, but like maybe because like hunters exist, they just like we never need these. But like, what's the island? Jeju or whatever.
I keep calling it Juju Island.
Juju, whatever.
I don't know if that's correct.
Mojo Jojo. I don't know if you watched that trailer, the live action Powder Puff.
I saw the trailer for
Girls.
it.
Terrible.
Terrible. I can't believe they should have taken the tape for that and set it on fire.
I know.
And then chucked the remains in the bottom of the ocean.
Almost like a horror.
Dude, horrible.
Yeah,
horrible. Power Puff was some like, should we give him a firefighter?
Blossom? Are you talking about
Buttercup? The Powerpuff Girls.
Yeah, she was
Buttercup became some firefighter who didn't want to help people anymore or something like that. It was just like...
Well, that's because they accidentally killed Mojo.
Yeah.
Because Mojo Jojo in the trailer, Mojo Jojo is that Mojo's the dad, human, and Jojo's the kid.
That's what that was?
Yeah.
I didn't even break the... What a terrible take. Also, the effects were miserable.
Yeah, CW effects.
They were like even worse than that. I've seen better. I've watched The Flash. They have better CW effects. I've watched Supergirl. They have better CW effects. That was
terrible.
Horrendous. And just like Blossom running away too.
With her backpack on.
Yeah, like they were still children.
It was terrible. It was terrible. Anyways, Juju Island there. I don't know when this takes place. Maybe these don't exist because hunters exist. But like, is no one just like, hey, maybe like, just hit it with a nuke?
Nuke the island? I thought the same thing. I thought the exact same thing.
Just hit it with a nuke. It's not that big of an island.
No, it's not. Probably could have cleared it out pretty easily.
Maybe like they're like, oh, I can't really talk about this, but like, you know, it's a Korean thing, so it's not as sensitive for you guys.
Yeah, I mean, it's true. Yeah, maybe I don't know. Maybe they could. Maybe they shoulda. Maybe I don't know. Maybe
my only idea is that because hunters exist, maybe they don't exist.
Possible. Hunters have only been around for like 10 years, though, haven't they?
Yeah, maybe they just were like.
Because like I don't think this fiasco wasn't going on for that long.
I'm just thinking
because
is it just a multiverse? But I'm just gonna say they don't exist because it'd be so much more logical.
Unless it's like the ant, like if they shot at the ants are just like unless it's like recreational weapons are useless against superpower beings. What if the ant flew up and grabbed the nuke midair and threw it back at the ocean or the ship that fired it? Jinwoo could do that.
Jinwoo could.
I think this ant's gonna be strong.
Oh, that ant.
Well, yeah. Well, okay. Yeah. Yes. The strongest being of each thing that he's going to fight.
Maybe.
The Demon King definitely could have done. Monarch could have definitely done that.
Yeah, they could just do like a magic like protection circle, I imagine, or something like that.
And just keep like the nuke. Oh, okay. So like, yeah. I guess you could just bring the nuke onto the island, evacuate, and then seal the island.
I wasn't thinking that. I was thinking that maybe like the queen can do like a magic protection circle.
Oh, maybe that too. Yeah, maybe. Like that. Maybe magic gets in the way.
Regardless, so that S rank fight was like, I'm not gonna lie, it was okay.
Yeah,
it was okay.
100%.
It was okay.
Jinwoo's portion was great and all that stuff.
It was awesome.
Yeah, that was fun.
He's like, you better go all out to the guy, and the guy's like, he's just smiling at me.
Yeah.
I was
like, he always getting mad the entire time, and was like, well, tough, buddy. This first time fighting Jinwoo. Get used to it.
So now I think I understand what's gonna happen now too. Is that the island's be getting absolutely getting fucked.
Yeah.
And then Jinwoo's gonna pull a Goku.
Yeah. And just show up.
Yeah, I didn't think that was gonna happen before.
He got shadow.
And then he's gonna feel
there.
And this is actually really good for Jinwoo that he's not gonna become evil. Is like this is gonna make him feel so bad.
Yeah, maybe, yeah. If he starts
he's like, why wasn't I there?
They lose any...
I should have been there. What if his dad shows up?
That'd be crazy. If they lose any S rank hunters from Korea, I think they'll probably have to show up, and that'll make him sad.
Like the healing guy.
The healing guy is definitely dead. I think the super strong,
the guy who gets big,
the nothing burger guy, he's so dead too. They put him in this show to kill him.
Yes,
he has no interesting.
Who had like somebody's like, this better be it. No, it's gonna be it.
Yeah, you're dead. Like, you're so dead. You're so dead.
The camera guy is definitely dead.
Oh yeah, easily. He's only an A rank.
But somebody's gonna make it farther than like other S ranks.
Yeah,
just for dramatic effect.
He's gonna videotape Jinwoo.
That's
how he survives this. No, the moment his waifu there gets even remotely close to being in danger, he's gonna show up like he did in this episode.
Yeah. When the weird berserker guy with his mask.
I get he's an S rank. I really do. But you guys already have so many S ranks. Do you really need to employ that guy?
I know, yeah.
Because he's kind of useless until he's ready to kill somebody.
I know he really kind of is.
But we'll see. He might survive.
The one girl with the swords, the dual swords, who could be super hot. She is definitely hot. But wears a front baseball cap.
Oh yeah,
it just doesn't fit the outfit at all.
No, it doesn't at all.
I was just
it's really weird.
What is this?
It's really
also, what is with their like edgy outfits?
I thought they were cool.
No, they are cool.
Okay,
but they're like so just like we're an elite force of like I would say it's like it's in Kakabarachi when they're talking about like the government organization, like, oh yeah, they keep all the sword bearers and like their secret fortresses are called sensos or whatever, and the whole time Haruki's just like, that's cool, and the girl's like, yeah, it does sound cool, but like that's what it's like that looks cool, but if you really look at it, what is the point of these things? It's like probably hot out, and they're wearing these all black outfits in the middle of the day.
I mean, I guess, yeah.
But I imagine they're just like
they're probably what are they called? Yeah, like, the equipment, the magical equipment,
artifacts,
all that shit. Yeah, not that it did them any good, but
I mean, apparently it doesn't protect your neck and head from being cut off,
from anything like that. Well, the one guy doesn't even wear that shit, so
I know, yeah.
And he's totally dead meat. It's interesting to see that we actually got to see the bug thing ahead of time too.
Yeah.
Maybe it looks different now. Maybe it kept evolving, but like it was when it formed, I was like, okay, interesting. We're just seeing this early on. This is like final boss mojo.
Yeah, that's
here,
a good
so
point.
Why are we
yeah.
seeing it now? But
Well,
maybe it looks different.
Well, like what's the white tiger guy say? He's like they just keep evolving.
Yeah, true. That's their whole shtick. I liked how they found that mountain of eggs too. And
Yeah,
like,
which instantly I was like, it makes total sense that the flame boy is like the most important person.
Yeah,
because it's just like this makes sense against bugs.
Yeah,
just like burn them to death.
Burn them all.
Because the second they walked in the room with the eggs, I was like, light it on fire.
Light on fire. Burn it all. Burn it all. Well, it looks like they might have been empty. No, only the one was empty.
No, we got still light on fire.
But yeah, let's burn it all to the ground. When he did his big flame attack, I was like, okay, now this looks like an S rank thing.
Yeah.
When they were doing their little sparring thing in the thing, I was like, none of you are doing anything cool.
No, because I think they're just because they were all the melee fighters.
I guess. I mean, wasn't it mostly S ranks?
No,
I guess not him. I guess not him.
Remember they specified there was like it only could be melee fighters.
Yeah,
because they're like the sorcerers.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. So there's no mage shit. Yeah, okay.
No
the one guy was long distance, but he wasn't long distance.
His power sucked.
That's what I'm saying, though.
Yeah. Once again, I guess he was like he's still like it was like combat fighters, like the ones that use their hands.
Yeah, okay.
That's why they were like, which makes sense that they would beat the crap out of a sorcerer.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Who can't summon like a Jinwoo level army?
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, because they'll beat. Hey nerd.
Hey nerd. Yeah.
But
all these books.
All these stupid books. But that was I don't know what we were talking about just now.
Oh, not much happened. Not much else happened in this episode. No. When his original girl, probably the real best girl, the girl who loved him from the start, even when he wasn't Jinwoo in this level.
Oh yeah, I forgot she. I forgot her.
And she's like joining. I thought she was joining to go to the island. I was like, no, she's so dead.
She'll die.
I was like, and then the other guy with the one arm. Yeah. I was like, no, he can't die too. But they are stationed.
They're on I think they're on the mainland. I think they're on the island. They're either on the Korean island. The Korean coastline, or like pointing at the island, or they're on near a close island. Like
I think they're on a close island.
Yeah, defending. Which, guys, if the S ranks don't end this,
yeah, that's a great point.
Maybe there's straggler cleanup crew if anything gets by. That's about you're dead. You're dead. Yeah. I'm sorry, you're dead.
That's a good point. If the S rank has a bail,
B ranks.
Yeah, if the S rank has a bail, you just got to get out of there.
Yeah, just leave. You guys are there to make the people feel comfortable. And then when shit hits the fan, you leave. Yeah, you're dead.
Because it's not even shown that like the S ranks compared to an A rank.
I know.
It's like gods.
I know. The distance is monumental. Mm-hmm. So that was yeah. No. When I saw that, I was like, oh, good for you guys. Do you want a participation medal? You helped with the Jeju Island raid. Good job. Put it on your resume.
I don't know this one. I'm interested to see how Jinwoo gets there.
He'll swap spots with one of his soldiers. Because they're all in the shadow,
yeah.
That's why when he pinged him, I was like, oh.
Smart.
Yeah.
I forgot about that ability.
When Best Girl gets hurt there, he's going to be right there in a minute.
Yeah, she's probably about to get like hit, and then he's going to be like, do his move like he did in this episode. Like, how dare you?
Yeah.
I stopped you in my cardigan. How dumb do you feel?
Facts. I don't have real armor.
Yeah. When the evil bug first came out, I was like, oh, it looks like a bigger red one. And then it turned all black, and I was like, oh.
Oh, very interesting. And dumped a bunch of power into the sky, which nobody saw.
Dumped a what?
Dumped a bunch of power into the sky.
Oh, yeah.
And nobody saw that.
From a distance, yeah.
Beacon. Yeah, I mean, it was huge.
I imagine they have someone like keeping an eye on the island the entire time.
You'd think. Well, if they did, how are bugs getting onto the mainland?
Good point.
Yeah.
They're just killing everything. To the point where they're eating each other.
Yeah, that's messed up. And we saw the queen talk this time around too, another intelligent species. So it just makes sense why everyone got their ass kicked like the last 3 times they went there. So because the thing's actually intelligent. Mm-hmm. Those are the harder enemies. So I don't know. It's a great episode. A lot of death, a lot of killing about to come down. I'm pretty sure.
We have like 2 or 3 more episodes left of this.
Yeah, I think the Jeju Island raid is supposed to run 3 episodes. So that'll probably be the end of the season.
Yeah.
Shucks.
Yeah, I really like it. Solo Leveling's great.
It's really fun. Oh, the second season picked up so hard.
It really did.
Yeah, it really, just from the first to the second, it's leagues.
All right, let's move on to Shangri-La Frontier Season
2. I don't know the episode.
I'm pulling it up.
No dead air.
Shangri-La Frontier. Shangri-La
Frontier Season 2. You fat thumbing it under pressure.
Yes, I am.
Deep breath.
Season 2, episode 47.
Woo! I'm excited for everything that's going to happen at this event because these characters are awesome.
They're great. I honestly, I don't know why I like thought less of this show. Like, not, I didn't think less of it like bad about it.
Yeah.
I thought this episode was gonna be really good. It's one of those things I was like, yeah, it'll be really good. You know, fighting new video games gonna be really cool. Gosh, they nail it.
Yeah.
The scenes where they stop framed it and made it a comic book were awesome.
It was just mwah, chef's kiss.
It was awesome.
I am so interested to see what all of these like we were talking about, like all these characters can do, all these like that they can whatever. The selection of avatars they have.
What they can do. Yeah.
I really like his fight with the plant lady Yggdra. It's supposed to be a play on Yggdrasil but I don't exactly remember what her name was. They could have taken it easy on that one a little bit with the way they designed her, because they're just like, we're just going classical anime, no clothing. And when we pan to her crotch, we're going to make sure that you can see just like a little bit of side there past the thigh. It's like, guys, what you doing here, guys? What you doing here? Yeah. The show didn't have a ton of this.
Yeah, that was one of those where I was like, oh, I'm going to go. I went to the gym.
Not safe.
I was like, Shangri-La Frontier is usually safe.
Yeah.
And then as I was watching, I was like, I totally forgot. I need to watch this. So I was on the bike and I was just like covering it up pretty much while I was watching.
Yep. Her and like the plants just covering her tits. It's like, God, dude, guys. Mm-hmm.
That was a great fight, though. Sunraku just doing his usual, just.
Oh yeah, it was he pretty much took what he had from his normal builds and just put it into this new character, and it's like, I'm better.
Mm-hmm.
It's cool though that they're using him to practice on, because he thinks just like the badass American girl.
Yes, Sylvia Goldberg.
Hey. It's not a bad American name.
Oh, it's a terrible American name. I don't think Japan understands that. So Sylvia looks like she came straight out of an Aryan boat.
Yes.
And I don't think they understand that Goldberg is usually traditionally a Jewish name.
I'm sure they don't understand.
Yeah, so they gave Sylvia Goldberg, who looks like she's super pale skinned, like blue eyes and blonde hair. And they're like, yeah, Goldberg, that's American. It's like,
you never know. There could be a family name from way back when sometime.
Maybe I don't know.
We don't know where in the future this is. This could be so far in the future that, I don't know. You really can't forget those things, but still.
It definitely has to be in the future.
Maybe Japan doesn't recognize that time period, so don't worry about it.
They probably definitely don't. They're probably just like, remember when we got nuked?
Yep.
How horrible was that? And everyone's like,
here's anime.
What'd you guys do before that? Nothing.
Look, anime.
Yeah.
Hello Kitty.
So I'm interested to see who. So is Sunraku going to fight her, or do you think Kei is going to fight her? Because that's his actual name.
I think Kei really wants to fight her. I don't know if Kei wants to. I don't know how it's going to be set up. I don't know if it's 3v3 or 1v1. I think Kei
4v4 it would be.
4v4, yeah. So I don't know. Cool. It depends on how much Kei wants to beat her. It seems like he desperately wants to beat her, but does he want to beat her one-on-one, or does he just want to beat her team and count that as a victory over her?
Good point.
So I mean, I would send Sunraku if he just wants to win overall. The only problem is that they fight the same way, and she's had more experience with the game, so she has a leg up on him for that reason.
That's true.
Yeah,
it's true. He has more experience with SLF though.
That's true. Yeah, with the overall engine. Yeah, that makes sense. I guess. Yeah.
I will say I love the way Natsume described his fighting style. She's like, hers is like calculated and stuff like this, and the reason he beat her is that like he fights his fighting style, and you're just gonna have to deal with it.
Yep. Yeah.
He's just gonna he's gonna go his way, and you're gonna.
Yep. I want this to work this way. Deal. I did enjoy her she's not a bad player. Like all of her traps going off like that probably would have gotten most anyone else.
Oh yeah, she's a pro gamer.
Yeah, and she knew how to she's a pro gamer. She knew how to feint and bait someone into an attack, and Sunraku was just better than her, but it's fine because our boy's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
But the part of the episode that really got me, that I was dying when it happened, was when Pencilgon and him are walking back after their match, and it's like, you dirty, evil cheater. It's like, well, cheating. She's an exploit. It works.
Yeah.
And it turns out she just crowded a bunch of the innocent NPCs into a building and got them to mob Sunraku, and then just crushed the building into a sandwich with him and them in there. It's like, you despicable, great move, but despicable human
That's
being.
what I love. When, that's what she's like, is she just as good as Stalker? He's like, I wouldn't say as good. Evil.
Yeah, they're not wrong.
And then of course, like, Kay's like, she's like, not to me, just be who you want to be. And she's like, oh. And then I love
The two of them.
That's God. She's like oblivious protagonist trope.
Yep, it was, and Stalker's like, yep, of course.
What's Stalker's like? He's like, I guess evil, because that's how you feel when you're like a young boy watching everybody. You're like, you fool! This gorgeous woman wants you.
How dare you?
Who's into everything you're into?
Oh, how does it feel to live the life that I want?
I know. Your diamond shoes are shoe tight.
Oh boy, yeah, those two killed me. I thought I can't wait to see all of them. This new lava guy is
that was cool.
Yeah, that was a very, very cool overall. Like, I like the playstyle, I like the idea of it. The flame bullet was nuts. It was not what I was expecting. I expected a flame bullet, not a flame volcano.
Yeah.
Like that, I do.
That's a cool blocking ability. That like if you block with it, it hurts them too.
Yeah. It's got some. What's it like called? It's like it's not knockback. There's a word for it. I can't remember what it's called.
Sure.
Burn damage maybe, but I mean, not because he burns him, but because like that's what I don't remember. I'll have to look it up later. But there's an actual term for it. But the running character is I actually think I like the running character.
Of course,
right now.
That one's
so cool.
That one's super
it's
cool.
so cool.
Yeah, super cool.
It's weird. Rainbow Road running down the side of the building was kind of weird, but other than that,
yeah, it's reminded me of Mario Kart for some reason.
I know Rainbow Road.
But I like how it gives like I like the negatives they have on all the characters is good too.
Yeah, it's really smart. Way this one was if it stops abruptly,
it have to turn and have to stop for like a full second or something like that. But also like it's like he makes a whoosh noise so he isn't stealth.
Yeah,
that is cool too. Yeah.
It's like you're wearing what are
those
running
pants,
the wind pants when you're running. So that was cool. But yeah, that's pretty. I mean, that was the gist of the episode overall. I'm really psyched for this.
I can't wait. I hope it's a 4v4. I think that would be a lot of fun.
Yeah, I can't. And they're also pulling a slight cliffhanger on us when he's about to this is what happened at the events last year, and then they cut. It's like no,
yeah.
I wanted to see that.
That's
I was
true.
so excited to see that.
And surprisingly, got an SLF Mini.
We got the Mini back.
I almost like turned it off, and then I heard like the SLF Mini, and I was like, oh, and it was hilarious.
It was so.
It was like,
good.
how much money do you make? It's like, I feel like that's not really important. Blah, blah, blah. Like, that's cool. Anyways, how much money do you make? Is that you, Saraku?
I know, it's you. It's like, anyways, bye.
Also, he's 19.
Yeah, he's 19.
Okay.
I mean, that means Amane is probably older than that or around that age.
Nah,
he's probably like 20, 21.
Maybe.
And then he's still a teenager. So he's the youngest among the people there.
But I was like, this kid's 19. He's a pro gamer, and he's making millions of dollars. What a wonderful life.
Yep, I know. It must be great. Must be awesome. I don't have the reaction time to do that, though. So, unfortunately,
no.
Not a life I could ever live.
Speaking of reaction time, Toru Sakamoto. Sakamoto days.
Yeah.
Next anime. Episode 9.
9.
All aboard.
This was everything I could want it to be in this episode. It was fantastic. I thought the fight with Sakamoto with the deer guy was going to be it. But turns out that Slur was actually in the building. Yeah. And was very, very ominously drawn there when Shin found him. That was cool. When I saw that, it's like, is Shin dead?
I know.
Like, is Shin going to die? Because this is the assassin killer.
Yeah, I wonder why he let Shin go. I was wondering.
Because he's probably sending a message to Sakamoto who doesn't remember him.
Yeah, he doesn't.
Probably not at all. Because maybe he hasn't. Maybe he will when Slur gives his real name. Maybe.
Yeah, probably.
It's
probably. He probably will.
Yeah, maybe something like that.
Maybe Sakamoto's like first trainee or something before Shin.
Oh, maybe that could be something like that. That could be it. That could definitely be it. But the fight itself with the deer guy was one-sided beatdown per usual, and it was fantastic.
I actually love this one because the deer guy, whatever, is that his whole thing, pretty much the entire fight. He's the first guy to have this versus Sakamoto, which is like, oh shit!
The entire
this guy's insane.
I can't beat this.
Like the one point where he throws him out the train.
Oh my! What a ridiculous!
And he's sitting with the old lady, and he's like, oh. Thank God that guy's gone, and then Sakamoto just slowly opens the train door like a horror movie.
Because he blasted out, grabbed onto the next train, ran all the way down the next train, jumped back onto the end of the car, and ran all the way down.
The part where the deer guy's throwing people at him. And Sakamoto's just
get away from me.
And I was thinking about this, like that entire sequence, like they're like on a populated subway.
Yeah.
And these people really are like semi freaking out, not really. And I was like, well, I guess this makes sense.
Yeah.
This seems like the world they live in.
A superpowered assassin.
Yeah, they're probably
world.
like,
what are you gonna do?
And you were totally right.
New York City people on a subway, just like, oh, another beatdown's happening.
Yeah, watching someone on fire.
Yeah,
I guess it just happens. Yeah.
Jeez, yeah.
It's the vibe, though, guys.
The vibe.
New York City's the vibe. Now, could you get robbed walking down the street? Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
But, like, where are you going to get boba tea at 2 a.m.?
Or burning garbage on the side of the street.
That's the vibe.
It's the vibe.
Anyways, you were absolutely right. That wasn't superpowers. That guy's clothing that made him go invisible.
Yes. His
JJK clothing.
Yeah. That was great. I'm so happy that I don't know his name. Sniper Boy,
yeah.
From Sniper Island. There is.
Whoa. We wouldn't know.
He's got the skills. I think he's found Sniper Island. It's in his heart. But he. I'm so happy that he's part of the crew, pretty much. He keeps showing back up. He's great. He's part of the crew. This was a great episode for him too, just like with like ricocheting everything and having that final like, here you go, Shin. Here's the water. Now you can and then Shin kicks the guy's ass. He's on a different level.
Squares him in the fucking head.
Was great.
Doesn't die it.
Doesn't. No, because they don't kill people.
Yeah, just a hardcore shin kick to the face.
Yeah, just a hard, probably on like at least like I don't know, maybe a fraction of what Sakamoto can do, and that's saying something.
Yeah, that was cool. Yeah, the bullet bounces like around like 50 times and then hits the little sprinkler there. That was great. I love this ricochet bullet thing.
It's great. It's a great mechanic, isn't it? Just makes it it makes for a cool animation.
Like,
more
you
fun.
shot my arm off. He was like, just kidding, and I was like, you're really dumb. I don't know how you fell for that.
I don't know either, but he is stupid. He is all stupid. With the plan he sent Shin in his head.
Oh yeah, they're all like horribly drawn.
It's like picking up Pictionary or something. It's like, I don't know what this means.
Yeah, Shin can barely understand.
Really made sense to me.
Yeah, he's so dumb.
He's so stupid. It's great, but he's good at sniping and taking care of birds.
Yeah, he's awesome.
Yeah, that was fantastic. But yeah, the overall,
Lou and Shin making up, great, fantastic.
Yeah,
who doesn't ship them?
I know they are. It is the characters to ship.
Oh, yeah.
They're so in love with each other.
So adorable.
But this episode. I mean, like, I don't know. They packed so much in this episode too. With we gotta cut to the order guys, and the girl's like, I'm tired of swinging it. I'm tired, Grandpa.
Yeah.
That's too damn bad. They got their like weird camera angle, but I don't think they saw Slur's face though, right?
I don't think so. I think they didn't see his face, but they saw like an angle of him.
Yeah. But we got to see Slur's face in some flashback from Deer Guy, which was like
because he's the master.
And what was Deer Guy's backstory? It was like he killed some guy because they're being mean to cats or something like that.
He killed a bunch of people.
Yeah, that was it. Yeah.
Because they were being mean.
I thought they were being mean to cats.
Sounds like they were doing something like you should be like, hey, that's not cool.
Yeah,
but like you definitely kill.
Something you deserve a punch in the face for, maybe, but not like death.
And then he didn't understand why everyone didn't understand him.
Yeah,
and then Slur showed up and killed all the people.
Everyone.
Yeah,
everyone.
And he's like,
they're just bystanders.
This is that classic. Not to bring Kagura Bachia again, but the one paper kid who was like, we're just like each other.
Oh,
I was like,
these psycho characters are great late game, but in the beginning, I'm just like, shut up.
We each kill people, so we're the same.
Yeah,
same but different.
Same but different.
And it's like,
no, you're so stupid. Yeah, these characters that they like, yeah. Late game, they're really fun because they always go nuts and they're always really cool what they do. But early game, when they're just like, my philosophy is right. It's like, clearly it's not. Clearly all of society's wrong, but I'm right. It's like, shut up.
Yeah.
Shut up, morons.
But yeah, Slur just showed up and just was like, I understand you. And he's like, oh, perfect. Then he injected him with cables and blasting guns and
Iron Man, his gross bootleg Iron Man,
like a
chest
million sword. Oh yeah, the chest beam.
Knock Sakamoto out there. Yeah. This was, and unfortunately, maybe against someone normal that would have worked, or like someone slightly less powered. But Sakamoto did have to go thin mode for this though, which was he's whipping out that second transformation really early against people who probably doesn't need to.
Probably doesn't need to.
Yeah, so like what happens when he gets the Slur when he has to whip it out? Because laws of anime, if you whip out your transformation before the other guy, you're probably gonna lose, or you're already on the back foot there. You know.
It does make me think though, is that I wish Sakamoto would just stay in a skinny transformation.
Kinda.
Only because like the fat Sakamoto thing is very funny. The first like 2 episodes.
Yeah.
And it's like, ah, he's out of shape, he's fat, and now I'm just like, the comedy aspect of it is worn off. So it's just, you just leave him, let's leave him like in cool shape, Sakamoto.
I don't know. I don't really hate the fat Sakamoto.
I don't hate it. No, I don't hate it.
I think it's fine. I think it's funny for the show still.
I don't think it's that funny anymore. I guess his chin jiggling is always funny.
And then he's always in dad mode too.
He does look better in dad mode when he is. Well, we haven't really seen him in dad mode, skinny mode.
No, I guess we have not. That's a fair point. That's a fair point. I don't think it's gonna look as cool, but
I'm just
or funny at least. I guess I should say.
Yeah, maybe it is. I guess it's not that even that important to the show, really.
It's not. I think it's funny. I like it because it's a good way to show when Sakamoto is getting really serious about something because he goes into skinny mode. And he's still like jacked out of his mind in that.
Yeah.
But overall, I'm just like, I don't know. I think it's fine. I'm not like
against
I'm fine
it.
keeping the fat guy around.
I would just say it's just one of those things. It definitely put it in for like, because that's like the first 2 episodes. You're like,
yeah. It's like
and then now you're kind of just like okay. But the chin jiggle is always funny. I won't lie about that.
Fair. It's really good.
The anime and their what's it called? Jiggling physics? No.
Doesn't he, when he goes into his skinny form, he loses his mustache, doesn't he? Right, because he has a mustache when he's fat, right? I'm not being crazy about that.
Does he?
Like there's something there that moves when he talks. I thought it was a mustache. I could be misinterpreting that.
He does have a mustache.
So when he goes skinny, he loses that mustache.
That's a good point.
How does that work? Is my question.
That's a great point. It's like the Hulk in his like pants staying somehow can still fit him.
Yeah. Even after he.
They're like, well, it turns to shorts.
Oh,
it's like,
okay.
I don't think
sure.
that's how that works.
That's how waistlines work, but okay.
Yeah. That's a good point. I never noticed that.
Yeah, I was just thinking about it. It's like
never noticed that. Yeah.
His dad stash goes away.
It's almost like his mustache to me. It's just got his like just to show he's talking.
Yeah, I think that might just be it.
Huh. Interesting. I did not notice that. Huh. That's really. I'm gonna pay attention to that next time.
Yeah, it's kind of funny. I dig it.
All right, let's move on to ReZero.
Season 3 episode.
I really gotta pull this up ahead.
I'm gonna say it's season 3 episode 17.
Okay. Episode 63 of all of them.
Okay, so I don't really know what that would be.
Episode 63.
Could be right still, but
what an insane episode,
dude! I did not expect this storyline to have what it had in it, and I'm really pumped for next episode still. But this whole Garfield getting beat down scene was great, awesome, fantastic, and then it got 10 times better.
Oh, I know.
When they fought for real. I know there's also that in the episode. This is the most important thing that happened in the episode because the internet was like, "Whoa!"
Yeah, it was crazy.
When I forget what the guy's name was, but he had so many hands, and he was like some hero back in his country and all that stuff, and he got revived or whatever, puppeted by the evil organization, but still semi in control still with his personality. Don't really know
at the end.
At the end, yeah.
I guess
was
not
it at
really.
the end? Yeah, because when they came through the tunnel, he collapsed it, so the water stopped filling.
I mean, that could just be so they could fight, and he wouldn't drown. Also,
I don't really know if that mattered to them because they were just blasting the water all over the place.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like I'm agreeing with you a little bit though. Also, because maybe because he wanted to fight. Could be because he wanted to fight.
Yeah, that's very possible too.
Because it'd be honorable.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, and he was a very honorable dude. You got that feeling from there. I liked how when they gave I should have. Like, when they were given his backstory, too, about how he's such an honorable guy and all that stuff, and, like, he was really great in his country, I was like, oh, this guy seemed like a really cool guy. And, of course, like, that was all just foreshadowing for Garfield to, finally feel that he is, like, respected in some way. Because the guy
if he pulls his blades on you. Yeah. It's like Moon something. I can't remember.
Whatever, yeah. And he respects Garfield. Maybe not because he's like, incredibly strong. He is, but more because he was protecting the people that were there, just like he protected his people when he was alive.
What's his Garfield's name again? Gorgeous Tiger.
Gorgeous Tiger.
The worst name ever. Gorgeous Tiger. They just got chanted over and over.
Yeah.
As people are standing dangerously close to this fight.
Yeah, they were not smart for doing that. I will not lie, though. when the animation kicked in, if I was there seeing that fight, I may not be lost in lost in just, I don't know, a rapture of the beauty of it.
Move someone out of the way. You're like, move,
get out of the way.
I can't see.
This is important because they went off. Dude.
Yeah, I was not expecting. Yeah, it does excite you for like future fights.
Yeah,
it's like I don't expect a Garfield fight to be like the most heavily animated fight of this season, which it was animated One Piece style, literally
hardcore. I guess it makes sense on the level that these two are probably the most comparable on like level of what they do, because like Reinhardt fighting Greed, that didn't need to be animated. That didn't need to be animated crazily because he was just beating him around. Subaru can't do this. Amelia can't do this. Wilhelm might be able to do something like that, and maybe we'll get that animation.
We might get that.
That'd be really cool. Yeah. But I really don't know any other characters that like would move like this. That would need this kind of animation.
Al seems a little chunky.
Yeah,
that was good too.
That was gross. Him and his fight is fantastic.
Yeah, I love how Lust turns into Priscilla, which it would be a dangerous Lust ability to have. That literally just knowing, like being around someone enough, you just know what they're most attracted to.
Yeah,
and then he just blows her up.
Yeah, it just takes her out. It was really cool. I really love the scene too when he's like running away and he has some like elemental abilities. I think it looks like it, yeah. And he just like runs behind a bunch of pillars, then comes down the other side and slashes her. That just the animation of her running by and like catching a glimpse of him was like, what? And she loses her head. That was really,
she's gross.
She is so disgusting. I think this is a perfect matchup though. Like, because Ale's not phased at all by her.
No,
and she's just like, what the hell?
I love like ever since like Fullmetal Alchemist, like it's just like that trope of like the person like turning into like someone and like the person they're fighting loved is like has been just literally like obliterated and ruined.
Yeah,
and it's never worked ever again.
Nope.
Ever since Roy Mustang was just like, you think I'd fall for that?
Boom.
Yeah. When MV tried to be Major Hughes.
Yeah.
And he's like, you fucking idiot.
I'm even angrier now.
I know. I was like, they're like, why would you do this? I'm like, because I know it's not you. And it's like,
I was just like to his funeral.
I was just like, ew, how dare you disrespect Priscilla like this?
Yeah. I'm gonna cut you up now.
Yeah.
Also, Lust is so friggin' weird. She's like, if I just look like the person, then you should be totally into me. And we should do it. It's like, that's fucking weird. And she turns back into a kid every single time.
Why did they have to do that?
I don't know.
It is ReZero would be the show to do that.
Yeah,
because, like, they have a lot of young people in there.
Yeah, they like the kid
like
horror.
it's why you gotta make Lust like of course thank God hopefully those people do not listen to or watch our podcast. Like, actually she was like 1,000 years old. It's like it doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter. Doesn't count. Don't care.
Doesn't matter.
Still choosing to turn into that.
That's
Wrong.
a kid.
Yeah, that's a kid. That's right. So
and what they do, one thing I do really like that they do with Lust, but I also hate is like Lust's changing sounds are disgusting. They're
yeah.
Sorry for everyone listening.
Like, that's horrible. They made it like the worst. You hear bones like moving around and cracking. It's like, ugh.
I hate it, but I love it.
I mean, it's great because she's disgusting.
That's what I'm saying. It's like they just nailed it. Like, but I'm just like every time it's happening, I'm like, ugh, and it makes me hate her more.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I'll kill her.
Yeah. I was really surprised that her trap that she dumped on Garfield was just a bunch of mass. Yeah, and didn't really do anything. No. I thought it was gonna be like, I don't know, some explosion.
Well, it's just so did I. And then I was like, well, Lust is so dumb.
Yeah, this is true. Yeah, she's dumb and gross.
What was that one where he's like, I was like, oh, please spare me. It was like he like got like all weird for a second, like Goofy, like
Goofy.
I like Al a lot.
Al's a great character. He's fun. Although, what were they talking about? What was she talking about? She's talking about. Lust was talking about questioning who opened the water.
It was definitely
from the tower. Yeah, it was definitely him because he was around. He killed all those cultists when he called Amelia or whatever. Just had me on the call with Amelia. So like, and she was like, I don't know why anyone did that exactly. And it's like, I don't know.
Well, it seems like it changed his tide. I'm just saying.
It did, but why? Like, did Al know what was going? Because like that did save Subaru technically. I think
she also did. And then she said a second thing that he did, and I can't remember what it was.
That I don't remember either. I just remember the tower thing. So I don't remember. I don't know. And I was like, interesting. Why would he do that?
Yeah, why would he do that?
There's still a witch.
Al is so mysterious.
Yeah, it really is. Where's the helmet? Can't see his face. So he's the most mysterious possibly could be.
Sorry for burping.
You're good, man. You good?
Yeah. No, I was just like, I ate salmon, so.
Gotcha.
But yeah, you can't see his face. Mysterious.
Yeah.
Otto there.
I forgot about that part.
Yeah. Freaking Felt was just like, I'm gonna run off and get the thing, and it's like, cool. And she's like, I'm gonna do it. And we're like, nice.
Go.
And then she like moved 10 feet and looked back and be like, I'm gonna. It's like,
Phil, you have like high speed running ability. Just go. You probably could have been there and back already.
yep.
It was so stupid. I will say though, when Otto summoned all the dragons and they dragged him into that hole, I was like, "There's no way that works." And then just the horrifying sounds of the dragons trying to run. You know, when they were talking and we didn't hear anything anymore, I was like, "Uh-oh, it's about to get bad." And that dragon, like it was horrifying. That dragon just trying to escape and just getting sucked back in like a thing of spaghetti.
Yep.
Ugh.
I hate, like, Gluttony might be, besides Lust being a child and gross.
Yeah.
Gluttony might be my second least favorite.
He just yells so much.
And just the way he talks and I hate the taped swords to the hand.
Yeah.
It's just dumb.
It is dumb. It's not cool.
He's missing one right now.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, what do you do now? Because you can't just grab the sword.
Like, Wolverine already did this, man. You don't need to do this.
Yeah. And then, Otto better survive that. There's got to be a death eventually. Maybe. I don't know. There's too many big things. They're succeeding on too many big things that when something bad happens, I'm like, okay, well, if we can't die before that.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Okay, so like the reset point is definitely past Garfield now.
Yes.
Because they're definitely not going to redo that.
They can't redo that. That had to happen. That happened. It's too cool to not happen.
Definitely past that. Imagine Wilhelm's going to beat his wife. That's going to be, oof. Oh my God, it's going to be written so well. It's going to be a beautiful fight and beautiful backstory. Wilhelm is awesome.
Yeah.
So mad his son sucks.
Yeah, he's really bad.
He's terrible.
He is like the worst. He is such a black sheep of the family.
Yeah.
Terrible. Reinhardt is literally the pinnacle of what a knight's supposed to be.
Yeah.
And Wilhelm's like the next step down. And then their dad or his dad. Terrible. Absolutely terrible. I don't know. Yeah. I don't know what they're. That Super has to die at some point. They have to lose this at some point. I feel like they're winning. There's too much winning going on, and I'm getting a little concerned. There's too much.
It's a classic anime formula going on right now, and ReZero isn't always the classic anime formula.
That's true. That's true.
So you're right. There's too much winning, which would be the classic anime formula.
Yeah.
But ReZero likes to break that a lot.
That's true. This could be the one anime season because he lost through so much of the first season, lost a lot of second season. And then, so maybe now it's the winning season. I don't know. We'll see. It's going to be very interesting. Oh, there's one more part that I want to talk about. Nope, can't remember it. But yeah, we're going to see. I don't know if someone has to die at some point, I think. Or maybe, that's what I want to talk about. I got there. I remembered it. Well, the fact, like, maybe people do, maybe, like, I don't know, maybe everyone did die. I'm still very confused on Amelia being the Witch of Envy crap. Because like they exist at the same time right now, so I'm feeling that, and she has time abilities as with Subaru's reset. So maybe everyone already did die in some timeline, and the Witch of Envy is just like, I don't like that. I'm gonna fix it all, or like I'm gonna bring back Subaru because I just want him because I'm crazy, and I'll have him fix it all. I don't know.
That's why I forgot about that, Amelia.
Yeah, you would not remember that because like as important as that is to the show, as it's probably actually one of the key tenets of the show, it's barely talked about. Because technically all this other stuff is like side quest.
I feel like we're going to get like a big like bomb drop at the end of the season.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, very interested to see that.
What's the witch at the bottom?
I don't know. That's a good question.
Yeah, we're going to get a big, I feel like we're going to get a big bomb drop. Because I feel like that, like, at least like, ReZero was written really well. So that's the thing is like, I feel like this season is doing a really good job of kind of just like distracting you from the storyline, outside the big storyline. So then it's just going to pull you in at like the last second.
Yeah.
Like, you're just like, oh
no.
Because you're like, oh my God, there's so much going on. These stupid freaking archbishops are the worst. And then all of a sudden you're going to be like, oh my God.
Yeah. Because Greed's gone. Wrath is still out there.
Definitely.
Sloth is gone because Super killed him. So we're still Lust is still kicking. And
Gluttony
are still kicking. So the forces are depleted. I don't know. It's gonna be very Gluttony. I don't see Gluttony pulling any big mastermind plan off. So it's got to be Wrath coming back, or it's got to be Lust pulling something off.
I don't even know if Wrath could pull one.
Wrath, yeah, she's a nutbag.
I don't know how any of them work together.
Something to do with the guy. We still got to figure out what's going on with that whole gospel situation of the witches.
Well, I just mean like I just don't understand how any of them could stand each other.
I don't think they do. I think they hate each other.
Yeah, they have to hate each other.
I think they hate everyone more.
Yeah, that's really what it is, yeah.
Yeah, that's what it comes down to. And maybe Beetlejuice like held them together pretty well. I don't know. I'm pretty sure. I feel like he's the one that started everything down the bad track with the witches cult. Because he was like part of it and it was good before and they were doing good things. And then he went batty. So I think he might have been the whole reason.
Really fell off.
Although freaking Greed existed before him, so I really don't. Actually, I don't understand this show sometimes. There's a lot of lore stuff I don't get.
Greed was part of the witch's cult. He might have just been just a bad dude.
Yeah, but I thought he had the power before that. Because he had his 17. Because there's that other little authority. Witch. Is that other little witch floating out there? Whatever she was, the one that got Amelia to freeze everything. There's a lot of lore storylines that I don't understand, and I feel the show needs like 8 seasons for me to really understand it all.
They might.
I'll take it if they give it to me. Yeah, I'll 100% take that.
It's only going to take like 40 years.
That's true.
Knowing the speed of the show.
Knowing the speed of the show, yeah, that's fast. Hey, they're getting faster.
Yes, faster. From second season to third. Season 3 was much faster than season 1 to season 2.
Correct.
Season 1 to season 2, I think, was like 7 years or 6 years.
Correct. It was still your old apartment when the last season came out, though, and ended, I think.
That's a good point.
Yeah, so that was like, that's like 3 and a lot of years ago.
3 or 4 years ago. Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, they moved pretty slow on this one. I don't know if also the light novel or manga or web series, I'm not too sure what it is. I think it's one of those. Mm-hmm. I don't know how fast that moves either, because that sometimes they do move super slow.
Yeah, that could take a long time, yeah.
Let's move on to the last anime. Zenshu. I will say this is one of the first episodes where we didn't really hear that song.
No, there's a lot of losing going on in this one. Where ReZero had winning, this had losing.
Yeah, this episode started exactly like last episode. Not as happy, but like started with QJ's funeral and everything, and I was like, oh okay, yeah, it's a good episode. Very sad. Unio and Luke, Justice's conversation talking about Luke was nice, and then I was like, oh my god. I was like,
out of control,
dude. Ever since like the last episode, I'm like, what is this? A satyr lynch?
I pretty much like that escalated so fast.
Yeah, like, this show rocks.
It's really good. If you had told me when we started this show that by the close to the end of it, you'd have the angry mob of people coming after Natsuko, thinking that she is a demon, pretty much, I would have laughed in your face. I never thought that was going to happen.
They're the dumbest people ever.
They are. So, like I said at the beginning of the episode, they're bar to form a mob is so low. Mm-hmm. Like they'll just like, this girl who has saved us so many times, but she draws the enemies that she's seen.
And I feel like there weren't as many voids.
Mm-hmm, yes, even though when she showed up, there was an army.
Yeah, I know. That she stopped.
Yes. I don't...
Well, that's just her practicing to create the ultimate void. Well, she did draw. That might have been... But they wouldn't know what it looked like.
No, they wouldn't know.
When they broke in, they're like, look, there it is. She drew it. I was like, that is what it is.
Oh, yeah, I guess that's a good point.
That is what it is. But you wouldn't know that.
We wouldn't know that, yeah.
But, it's so funny because earlier in the episode, it's showing you how depressing everything is and sad it is. Uh-huh. But then Luke's helping everybody, and the one person's like, everyone's like, hero, help me, and I'm like, yeah. And all I'm thinking, I was like, remember in Tales of the Parish?
Tale of Perishing.
When you guys all turn on him?
Yeah.
I was like, see, you guys are idiots.
Yeah.
You all want him now. I was like, pfft. And then they all start turning. I was like, you are the dumbest people ever.
I know.
You're so stupid.
You're almost not worth it right now. Like, you're so dumb.
They are ridiculously retarded. Also, the stupid cult organization, too. What are they doing?
Going right back. I thought we fixed the whole... We worship the void. No, you worship the ultimate... maker or something or ultimate something whatever the hell she made, that weird anime pop star guy. Thought you worship him now. But no, now you're back to the void. You just one guy dies and you fall right back into your path there, but you're worshiping Natsuko now. Like, I don't understand these idiots. And also, like, you're doing a terrible job protecting her. Like,
I know, yeah.
Terrible. It was like, we got riot shields. Like, they got any bombs? I don't know.
Or anything. These are just normal people.
Or fire. Exactly. You guys have magic. Yeah. Void magic.
Normal people who have no eyes.
That was. I think that was cool. I thought that was a really good artistic way to do it. Just showing like their evil mob.
I enjoyed that a lot. Yeah, actually.
Yeah, the dumb masses don't know.
Oh my god, when they broke into their palace to destroy everything, I was like, you jerks.
Yeah.
Even Unio was like, what is this?
What are you guys doing?
How are you? First of all. What an episode for
Unio.
Feeling for his boy Luke. Talks to Justice. I love Justice like, well, it's neither me. First of all, I don't know. I love how Justice is like the wise, like,
I know.
He's like, like mentor of like,
all of them.
But he's like, I can't fix him, and you can't fix him. There's only one person who can. And there's like a silence, and Unio's like, Memo? he's like, that's not who I'm talking about.
That was really, really good. Also, what the hell is Memo doing?
Yeah, they're like building some relic.
I don't know. She lost an eye.
Yeah, she has an eye patch. It looks kind of badass.
It does look pretty badass. Wait, did she lose that in the fight or was that new?
I think she lost in the fight.
Okay, that makes more sense. Because she just showed up and was like, what the heck?
I totally forgot about it because, like, QJ died, so, like...
Yeah, that was the big... That was
how
the
could we be paid?
Who gives a shit about an L5?
We were broken.
Yeah,
our clearly favorite character, QJ.
Exactly. Apparently, everyone in the show was broken because they lost their minds.
Yeah, I know.
But
except for Luke.
Yeah, she's building something now.
Luke's broken now.
Yeah, Luke's broken now. When he turned on the people and was about to fight them, I was like...
I know.
Do it.
And Unio was like, no, don't do it.
I was like, do it. What are they going to do? What are they
going
to do?
Horrible.
What are they going to do? You have a nuke for a sword. Just okay, just put a few of them in line. That's what you got to do. Go full dictator.
You know what it is, too? Is I hate the director of this movie.
Mm-hmm.
I hate her. I hate her so much. When Natsuka walks into the orphanage and she's like, Destiny, why are you dressed like that? I was like, oh, don't even say it.
Yeah.
And Destiny, and then the stupid whatever guy.
That one hurt. That one hurt.
And he comes in, he's like, and I was like, dang it.
That one really hurt.
And it makes so much sense. She's like, there's too many. Now there's even more kids because there's more orphans. And she's like, I can't afford it. And I was like, oh, the director. You know what? I'm glad this movie did terrible.
Yeah. It deserved it. It deserved to do so bad. It's terrible writing. Yeah. It's so evil.
That director had a stupid haircut. Yeah. They're dumb.
She was bad. Stop calling bad things genius. This is modern art.
Yeah,
that's what. Or that was modern art. It's better now, but like that was modern art. Yeah. Garbage. When Destiny did that, I was like, this one actually feels incredibly sad. The show does a really good job of like just punching me in the gut.
Yeah.
QJ, this happening now after Destiny became such a better character and all that stuff. And he was like, Destiny's becoming her own person. That's great. She's not sad anymore. She's jacked out of her mind. Great. And then just goes right back into the old ways. It's like, you're all just, it's all inevitable, blah, 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 blah. Yeah. The stupid sorceress lady who just knew it was all going to fall apart in the end and was like, hope and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Like, I like hope when it's actually going to do something. Not when it's just like, I'm going to give them hope so they're not sad in their last few days.
When they all die, it's like, clearly that didn't work.
Yeah.
Because everyone's sad and miserable.
Yes.
I hated the scene. Oh my God. I loved it, but I hated it.
This episode was great.
No, I mean, it really was. It really was. When Luke is running with Natsuko and like it's like cutting between him running with Destiny, I was like, what is about to happen?
Yeah.
I was like, what is about to happen?
It was like,
And what's even crazier, first of all, Unio, what a champ. Unio, amazing.
Yeah.
Tries to save Natsuko to the end of his life.
Yeah, yep.
Where are they?
Where are they? They're in the void or something like that. That's where they went.
How interesting is that?
I know. It's awesome. I was wondering where those portals went. I was wrong when I said like an episode ago when she was drawing her scribbles. I'm just like, just draw that. They can't copy that. Send that to them. They 100% copied the scribbles.
I totally forgot. They literally, that's in mass, too. Literally, when there were a few showed up, I was like, oh no, geez. And then Memel and her elf buddies, whatever, and they looked outside and there was just a wall of them coming towards the sea. I was like,
yeah. And also, if you told me at the beginning of this show that you're going to make scribbles look terrifying and badass, I would laugh in your face then too. And I would be wrong again. Because they were so scared. They were scarier than regular voids. Yeah. And they were just regular voids in scribble.
If I literally showed you what all the characters looked like, I'd be like, and then this robot dies dramatically. It's really sad. You'd be like, okay. And honestly, this unicorn looking thing that looks like My Little Pony is one of the best characters in the show.
You're gonna desperately want to protect that thing.
Oh, when Unio tried so hard.
Pulling her out of like the swallow.
I hate the mob so much.
They're so evil. They're so evil. Kill it. Kill the boy.
And then it blows up and they're like, we did it.
We were so good. We saved the city, Patrick.
I was so mad at Cut because I was like, can you please show a void jumping over a wall right now?
Yeah, just.
So they're all like, what happened?
Oh, we were wrong. Oh, no.
I mean, Luke's, oh my God. Luke
is a mess. He doesn't look like he's in full despair just yet, but he does not look happy.
They're going to have to get back quick.
Yeah, because he's like, now he's literally on the path of like 20 minutes from now, he ends the world.
All he has left is Memel and Justice.
Yeah, Memel's off doing something, whatever.
Yeah, what are they doing?
I don't know. They're putting a pot back together or some shit like that. I don't know.
But it's like an ancient dark ritual.
I don't know. I think Memel's different. I mean, why do I think? I don't know why. I don't know why I think Memel's different now because like everyone just fell back into their own ruts.
God, stupid writer.
Currently, Unio is the only one on a new path right now. That's about it.
And Justice,
I guess. Yeah, he never really had a path.
That's true. He really was barely in the show.
Yeah,
he was barely in the movie.
He's one of those. I think he's one of those storylines that like was happening in the background that no one really needed to care about. You know, so it can do whatever it wants. But that would be my stomach. I I'm hungry.
I was like, what is that noise?
Yes. That threw me off. But yeah, I think Justice really is in the story. No, yeah, Luke's gonna blow up the world if they don't get back real fast. Oh, another really cool thing I thought when the voids died and they go into the void. So stupid. I just got that. It's like that's lazy writing right there.
Oh, you just figured out that's why they're called
No,
the void.
I understand why they're called voids, but I just I don't know. I just realized the void's going into the void because they're voids.
Yeah.
Anyways,
I mean, you gotta remember it was this townspeople and that
I guess it's true.
civilization that named things.
I guess that's true.
And they're clearly all the dumbest people ever.
I guess that's true. When the void went into the void, the scribbles went off somewhere else. Did you notice that?
Yes.
Yeah, every single time I was like, where are those going back to?
Yes, they did. What if the void is like the end of the Matrix Revolution? You know, where they're going with all the TVs.
Yeah.
What if it's like that stupid director in some room of her like scribbling all the stuff?
I'm so imagining getting to talk to that damn director before she.
And then Natsuko punches her in the face.
Yeah, that'd be really good. Yeah, just a hard like fun. And again.
Yeah, honestly, it's going up against like Shangri-La Frontier and Soul Leveling is ReZero is a tall task.
Yes.
But I feel bad that we put Zenshu in last.
I know.
Because this show gets better and better every week.
Single
Honestly,
week.
like this episode was like my episode of the week. Soul Leveling was incredible. Maybe Soul Leveling. It's time for Soul Leveling for me. Because I honestly love this episode.
Well, it was good, but I think this episode... I think I'm going to agree with you. I think this episode was
I was so
better.
invested.
Yeah.
I was just like... I was watching the video. I was like, what are we doing, people?
Yeah.
I was like, what are you doing? When they broke into her room, they're just shoving her all papers on the ground.
Good
and
stuff.
Luke... And when you're there, and they're like, stop, guys, stop. And they're like, ugh, she's evil. I'm like, why are you not listening to Luke?
I know. Of all
You're
people.
listening to these dumb cultists no one cares about, who you have zero contact with.
Yes. Who are saying they worship the void, but you're believing them.
Yeah. But not the hero, Luke.
That's like, it's such insanity. It's insanity. The guy that's been protecting them this entire time. I understand, kind of, why he breaks the crystal in the original one.
In the original one, they turn for no reason.
For no reason. No reason.
Because, like, no matter what he does, it doesn't work. So what's the point? So they turn on him. It's like, maybe, you know what?
I don't see you guys defending shit.
Maybe just, like, take Luke, Unio, and I'm really hoping it's, like, one of those, like, Luke, Unio, Destiny, Justice, Memel. I'm trying to think of anyone else cool from the world. Chuja, he's dead.
Yeah, unfortunately. Take his corpse. Get him out of the world.
Yeah, and they just take him back to reality, and hopefully they just all turn into regular things.
Yep, that'd be fun. That'd be perfect.
And then, you know what? Then the void just take over all those dumb people.
Yep, and they can have that reality.
It's like, I'm not wishing them to die. I'm just wishing them to be put in a situation where they need to defend themselves.
Handle it themselves. Clearly, they can kill voids, because they killed one. The first one they've killed ever.
It only took 50 freaking, like, hose and
pitchforks and
stuff.
shit like that, yeah.
Yeah. When they cut her, I was like,
I was so mad about that. Her peg bar covered in blood.
Yeah, that she doesn't have anymore.
Oh no, she can't draw any
And
future.
Luke had it in her hand. I was like, this is so depressing.
I felt really bad for Luke.
I was like, Luke, turn around.
They're trying to destroy
Luke,
Luke.
we're all not going to blame you if you accidentally just swing your sword really fast.
Yeah, just like once, like they said the void did it.
Yeah, there was a void behind all of them.
Yeah. Listen, if you're about to let's be real here. You're about to go blow up the world and all that stuff. Send these guys there first.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, why not?
Honestly,
Why not?
you're doing them a favor.
Yeah, honestly, they don't get to see the destruction that they wrought.
Like, this will stop the voids, clearly. This one thing we figured out, like, it's over like 2 days. They're literally like, oh wait, this will stop the voids because no reason. Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Right when the first one was like, it's Natsuko. Were you like, what the fuck?
I was like, when I heard that, I was like, oh no. No.
Dumbasses.
You idiots. You guys were so like, yeah, that was such a low bar to become a mob.
Yeah.
Like I think they were itching just to be a mob. Like I think the
That's
Natsuko thing was just a nice little excuse because they wanted to mob that week.
That's
really
their
badly.
role because the director wrote them that way.
Because they're good people until they're not. Apparently,
I really hope she gets punched in the face.
Oh, so hard for writing such a terrible story.
Yes.
It's gonna be some artsy thing too. It's gonna be like, but then the real art is the tragedy that we all face inside of our own lives or some shit like that. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's like
it's a modern perspective.
Oh,
That's how
punch her back to reality. That's what she did. Punch her so hard she goes back to reality. It makes more crappy movies that everyone's gonna laugh at.
But it was really good. Zenshu is easily the most underrated anime of this season.
Easily, no one's talking about it at all.
No one,
at least as far as I can tell.
And everyone should be.
Everyone should be. It's great. I totally understand why Mappa picked this up. They have trouble missing.
I said to Cody when he was up, and I was like, "Have you caught up on Zenshu?" And he's like, "Yeah, it's like crazy good." And I was like, I was like, "Oh, you're caught up?" And he's like, "I think so." And I was like,
You think so?
"This is like QJ death episode." And I was like, "Anything big happen?" He's like, "Oh, not really." I was like, "You're not caught up."
You're not caught up. You're not caught up.
And then he was like, he was at the point where like you just meet Justice.
What?
I was like, you're
you're missing, dude. Oh, you're missing so. That's great. That's fun, and it's all nice stuff right there, and all that. Blah, blah, blah. But like, you're missing so much content, dude. Come on.
Oh, I gotta catch up.
Oh my goodness.
QJ, our boy.
QJ, our boy.
Oh. But anyways,
Never forget.
Thank you, Normal Nerd Nation, for listening and maybe even watching another podcast episode. Make sure you follow us on Twitter, Reddit, YouTube, and Instagram. Davis is always posting hilarious memes on there.
Also, like and subscribe while you're at it, and leave a rating if you have some time. It helps people find the show.